magazine for 26 years. So in the old days, if you pitched me, and I said, hey, yeah, that's cool, I'd write about you, and you'd be in one magazine one time. And that was it. So it was good, got a big hit, but it's not People magazine. It's not Oprah, you know, so you're there. If you pitched me today, it's still not People magazine or Oprah, but you could get mentioned in one or all of AOL Small Business, allbusiness.com, Small Biz Trends, Business Unnamed, Grow Smart Business, Score Success Blog, American Express Open Forum, SBA's Industry Word, AT&T's Small Business Insight, Small Biz Nation, which is on LinkedIn, sponsored by HP, and my own blog, Small Biz Daily. And that lives online. It lives. It doesn't disappear. People don't read it and throw it out. It lives. It goes on to add to your search portfolio, as it will. So what you really want to do is to target people like me, trying to tell me what your story is. Because that's a lot of places. I need a lot of content. I need new things all the time. For the academics in the room, the thing that I write for AOL is called Survey Stats. I have to look at 3 new surveys. I have to present 3 new surveys every week. And when I first said it to Ron, I go, oh yeah, there's tons of information out there. And there is, but it's, you know what, it takes me time to go find it. You people want to send me stuff? Scott Gerber did that. He said the other day we were on this, well, I don't know if it was like some video chat with somebody else. He goes, hey, I have some stats. Can I send them to you? I said, yeah, I'll take a look at them. They were great. They went up on Monday on AOL Small Business. So if you do that to me, you're going to make my life easier. And sometimes the quirkier the better. You have to familiarize yourself with what you do. Last week, we did one where it was Valentine's Day spending was up. So you may think, well, who cares? But if you read the blog consistently, you'll know, oh, they kind of like quirky things. Well, that was so good. We got 2 radio interviews from that piece on the radio. So if you were in there, and we mentioned not people's businesses, but industry specifically, you could have gotten hit on the radio as well. Okay, when? Always, 24/7. We can't hide anymore. You know, we may not answer you immediately, but I will tell you truthfully, Rod and I have tweeted with each other at 2 a.m. his time. So you never know. If you're up, throw something out there, you never know. You may get an immediate answer, but chances are at some point, pretty soon you'll get an answer, because one of the things that are really important to journalists are deadlines. If we're looking for something, we need it, and we need it now. Okay, how? Every reporter has their preferred method of how they want to be talked to, reached. I would prefer you not to cold call me. I'm in California. A lot of people don't know that. They dial the phone. It's like 5 a.m. Actually, the phone went off the other day at 4. I just said, it's too early, and I just hung up on them. I answered it, because you always answer the phone at 4 a.m. So it's email, Twitter, those are my preferences, but every reporter has different preferences. For you entrepreneurs out there, a lot of cities have these throwaway newspapers, but if you have a local store or restaurant, those are great places to be in, because those are going directly to your customers. They work on different deadlines. Just call up and find out what their deadlines are. Because a lot of those reporters like to be called on the phone, but not on Monday, maybe, which is closing day. So if you find out what day they're on, and sometimes they instead of a weekend off, they may get Tuesday, Wednesday off, just find out what their schedule is, so you'll know what's there. Start building a relationship. That's really what it's all about. It's not pitch me once, and if I don't use it, never pitch me again. You have something else to say. Keep sending it to me. At some point, I recognize that name. You know what? They send me good stuff. I'm gonna give it a shot. So keep pitching, keep sending stuff. And sometimes I may ask you, hey, I saw this. And go, no, that's not me. Don't just leave it there. Say, but you know what? I have a colleague, I have a friend, I have another academician at another school. Help me. If you help me, I'm going to remember that you helped me, and next time, I'm going to call you directly. You have to frame your pitch. This is really important. Journalists are really busy, and like I said, we're mainly all A-brain. So there's just a lot of stuff coming in, details and organization, at least for me, it's not what I do best. So Frame your pitch, tell me what you want me to say. And I don't mean me, I mean all reporters. What does that mean? So what do reporters care about? Well, they care about events. So you're at a school and your school is putting on an event, a seminar, a trade show. Let us know, give us notice though, because you have to find out what those deadlines are. So the minute you know, let the reporter know. They care about current events in some places, but not, they're not going to cover what the New York Times is going to cover on the front page. But if there's a local angle or an academic angle or an entrepreneurial angle that you can tie into that, that's brilliant. They're going to jump at that. They care, we all know about this, they care about conflict and controversy. We heard a little too much about Bristol Palin and Dancing with the Stars is sort of, that's where you go, journalism? What is that? But if something that is sort of controversial, if you can again add a local angle or sort of statistics that back something up there, if you can add to the conversation, call up. People are going to want to know that. Community. Again, there's a lot of community papers. Patch.com, which AOL launched, they're doing a lot of that. They're looking for local information. They care about statistics. I told you I care about statistics. Achievement. They care about the big first. Or you can go where we go. There are places that journalists go to look at things. 3 places. Helpareporter.com. So they'll go there and say, I'm looking for someone who knows this or does this. ProfNet. That was started actually specifically for schools. And Newsbasis. So it's profnet.com and Newsbasis, NEWSBASIS.com. Social media, Twitter. I actually find, people think it's a waste of time. I find articles to write about, entrepreneurs to write about, conversations to have on Twitter. Not just people I know. I'll read something and go, that's really interesting. I once did an entire interview in the DM function of Twitter. It was like really late at night, saw something, and we just went back and forth, and we did that. How? One of the other things you have to do is, like I said, answer promptly, please be accurate. Don't make stuff up, don't lie, don't exaggerate. If you don't know, say you don't know, because it's not, it's our name on there that's doing wrong information, and that affects us pretty badly. If you use a press release, keep it short, keep it simple. Again, professors, talk in English. If you send a press release, and I can't understand your 3 paragraphs, I'm not calling you. There's just no way I can call you. If you want to say something and say off the record, make sure you say off the record and make sure the reporter says okay, and then still be careful. Unless you really know that person, you want to be careful there and share. This is really important. You want to get your story out, but you do not get to control the message. I do. We're the press. We're not press agents. Most people, we're not out to expose anything that you're doing, but you can't say, this is what I want to say and this is how I want to say it. Give us the information and let us frame it. And again, if you do your homework, you'll know that that's the fine way to do it. And finally, why? Well, Hillary Clinton once said it takes a village to raise a child. And I think it also takes a village to grow an entrepreneur. So that's why we're all here today. That's why we do what we do every single day. So I, for one, am proud to live with all of you in our entrepreneurial village. Thank you.